Alright, that's the turn of the hour, so let's get it going. First of all, good evening and Merry Christmas. Welcome to this, the December 2019 Festive giveaway on the channel. So, this whole streaming lark has done me pretty good, and it feels only right to give something back from all of this. I put it up as a Patreon kind of reach this point and we'll start doing them, but I wanted to do festive giveaways anyway, so what the hell, we'll have them. So what we're about to have are a bunch of wee puzzles that I made. They're not that hard. Well, I don't think they're that hard. I guess you'll be the ones to tell me that. I got 3 different ones, and they're going to appear on stream once I decide to show them on stream. And what it is there's a whole bunch of words with missing letters. You have to fill in the letters. And as you do, a key will begin to form, and if you manage to solve the whole puzzle, you can punch that key into Steam and get yourself a nice little gift card there. Which means it's useful to have the Redeem Wallet code link open if you're wanting to take part, so I posted that up in the Twitch chat as well. Now I'm doing this from the ancestral home up in the Scottish Highlands. That means everything's real ghetto here. I'm using my pretty old laptop hooked in with God knows what here. This laptop's been serving me for many years. And when I started to sort all this out, I noticed that it still had a bunch of settings from 2016, the last time I attempted a stream on this. And that must have been anno 1602, because that was the last scene open on it. Right, how are we going to do this? Well, let's just flip over. Let's get on with it. Why don't we? I guess we'll get rid of chat for just a moment. We'll get rid of you and bring this up. Alright, get going. There can be only one for each of these. To the left, we have a video game titles puzzle. To the top right, we have Europa Universalis 4 countries. Both of those are worth a $10 Steam gift card if you get them right. And to the bottom right, we have Frostpunk words. That's worth 5 buckaroos if you fill it in. The blue part will put together a Steam code. So when you get all the words right, you'll get the code formed within the blue parts there, and you punch it into the Redeem Wallet code thingy on Steam, and you shall win. Now I hope that you're able to see this on this dodgy copper cable connection. If you're not able to make out the letters that are already there, then we might be in a bit of a pickle, especially with Frostpunk. But hey, we'll take it as it comes, right? Now, I like to think that this is nice and easy enough for anyone who takes part, but maybe not. So, as time goes on, I think I'll start talking about them and filling them in myself as well. Well, probably not on the stream. I don't want to risk crashing OBS yet again, and God knows what else could go wrong. But we'll give you a bit to puzzle it out. Now, maybe you think that video game titles is your forte, so you want to go for that, or maybe you think EU4 countries is too easy for everybody. Surely everyone will go for that, so you want to take the Frostpunk one. I don't know. Maybe there is strategy to it all. I'll leave you to that. I'll also get the chat somewhere on here, so it can actually be seen. I love having the chat on my VODs. Some people didn't like it when I did the survey, as in they didn't like the fact that the chat is on stream, but I like it, and many others do like it, so too bad. I have a head cold from the young uns yesterday, says Scipio. I'm in for the slaughter. I don't quite know what you mean by that, but oh well. If you do get one of these right, and punch it in, it'd be good to let us know in the chat that you succeeded, because otherwise we'll sit here for ages and I'll start thinking that either nobody's trying or nobody's getting it right while they run away. Don't ever remove the on-screen chat, please, says Zingus. No, I mean, these are live streams. The YouTubery is a very distant second on the priorities list for it. No Riga as an EU4 country. I am disappointed, says Raw Reef 2. Well, I imagine at this point people are probably halfway or more through one of their puzzle things here. If we look at the EU4 countries, I think the first word, we got blank, Echo November, blank 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 K. So we have N. I think this one shows up quite a bit when I do these. But what 3 letters could come before the K? I wonder that. Jake, how do we will them out? I've figured one out, Jake. What? How do we will them out? How do you will them out? Oh, maybe you mean fill them out. I figured out too. How do we do these? If you have the code, you punch it into there and you get it. So somebody has spotted Super Hot on the video game titles. Good job to them. Whereas Villain has spotted Novgorod on the EU4 countries. That's right, we have an NO blank 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 D. Well done for noticing that was Novgorod. Franconian spotted GoldenEye 007 on the video game title. Excellent. I have to fill in the whole thing. Yes, Scipio, you do. You fill in the whole thing and then the blue part makes up the code. I get it now, the blue line. Yes, the blue line makes the code. That's why it has the dashes. That's why it's just the right length to be a Steam key code. I think last time you had some pre-filled, says Worm. Yeah, and this time we also have some pre-filled. I have 5 pre-filled on the EU4 countries, and 5 pre-filled in on Frostpunk. The video game titles was easy enough to do. These Steam codes, they often have a lot of Q's and X's and numbers, and when you try to think of words, it's not easy to shoehorn those in, but for game titles, that's always easy. Does strong high count? I'm quite confident that I did not put strong high on any of these. You're probably looking at the second word in EU4 countries that starts with an H and ends in I. I wonder what it could be. Perhaps if I told you that the I was, the AI was preceded by a TH, maybe that would help you out. You make it too easy for these lazy buggers, says Worm. Come now, it's Christmas evening. I'm sure people want to relax a bit. This isn't Mastermind or Countdown. We're looking for something nice and relaxing here. There are 2 in the video game titles that I'm not seeing, says Yorji. Well, tell me which ones are confusing you. Maybe I can drop a bit of a hint. I'm halfway on the video game title, says Scipio. Good job, and McCain and Thinking have both correctly identified that Sukhotai is the second EU4 country we got going there. One more video game for me, says the faggy. I mean, people that share the answers in the Twitch chat are doing a favour for others, and by that extent a disfavour for themselves. But yeah, some people aren't always in it for the dosh, they're in it just to show off their might at solving my asinine puzzles. Aren't there multiple Anno? Says Roma Plays. Yes, so you've probably correctly identified that the third to last video game title is Anno. But which Anno? Well, the clue is that it doesn't matter as long as you know that it starts with a 1. I might be wrong on that one, but I'm quite confident that no matter which Anno it is, you're still going to get the same on the blue line. Is it $10 dues or 10 of the British pound? Well, the British pound is not what I trade in now, it's the dollars here. I set up my Steam account to be dollary dues, so that's what we get. What if it's 2070, says Naffle? Well, the 1 is pre-filled in, so you know it's from the second millennium. I need 3 more for Frostpunk. Yeah, I haven't seen many people tackling the Frostpunk ones, but nobody's asking for any hints on them. I'll happily give hints if you want to know some of them, but I also want to sit back and enjoy this experience for myself. Smoker Sasha is onto it. All Annos are 1x, 0x. So they've identified that the third to last key on the video game one is a 0. What kind of rations are there in Frostpunk? I gotta hand it to Korean Letters for knowing that one of the words there in Frostpunk is rations. But what kind of rations? It begins with an S and ends in T. What words start with S and end in T? Oh, but Nitro knows. Nitro knows that they are sawdust rations. EU4 countries I feel I have, but unsure of the two options for the 4-letter Y one it is. What if I told you it's a Germanic country with 4 letters and a Y as the 3rd letter? Would that help? Nitro's demonstrating his big brain. Come now, if Nitro were an enemy in an RPG, he wouldn't even give 2 experience points. Densetsu's coming in saying, man, what a grand tradition. I love making these. It takes a bit of effort, even though it looks all basic setup, but it is fun to make. Alpha Gemo says they have cracked and claimed Frostpunk. Well done. If you could post up the code in chat so I can confirm that you did indeed get it right, and I will, I don't know, congratulate you with a round of applause. Traffic Gun is going, damn it! Well, good job, Alpha. Congratulations. I like the way you call it, cracked and claimed. TTC said they almost had it. Let's just double check. Romeo, Kilo, Julia, X-Ray, Alpha, 33, Echo, Tango, Alpha, Quebec, Yankee, Alpha, Quebec. Congratulations, Alpha. The words for Frostpunk were freezing, back to work, child injured at work, extended shift, wall drill, house of pleasure, generator, sawdust rations, chili, and coal mine. Very well done. Traffic Cone could not figure out injured. What would a child be doing at work? The child gets injured at work. This is Frostpunk. So, congratulations, Alpha. I'm really happy that people do get them. I mean, it'd be pretty awful if I'm sitting here for half an hour and everyone's like, I don't know. I just don't know. Bubbly Abyss is saying that Jake is enjoying this too much. Well, I put myself through a lot of pretty difficult situations when I stream. Now, I enjoy that myself, but the true joy comes with inflicting those difficulties on other people. So when I do something and it makes other people have to bob and weave, it makes me feel pretty great. Alpha Gamer says, Jake, I admit I muted the stream to figure it out. I was unable to concentrate listening to you. I see you know the meta strategies for this. So that is Frostpunk solved. Maybe it would be prudent for me to actually add a bit of text on it that says solved. Oh, it's not going to be very good if it's white on white now, is it? Oh god, having to do all this stuff on on just a laptop, single screen. Whew. Just ain't right. I thought Jake was 2 weeks off. I am 2 weeks off. I am currently in the Highlands of Scotland, which is why the bitrate is pretty tanked right now. Jake, do you plan on streaming the 12th game of the titles in the... Let me try that again. Jake, do you plan to stream the 12th game of the titles in the future? Do you mean Plague Inc? As it happens, I've been playing Rebel Inc. I started playing it, thought, hey, this is alright, but it's really rough around the edges. And then I realised I'd picked up an early access game, and then I cursed myself a bit. Max says he's filled up EU, but it says invalid code, so either you were beaten to it, or somebody else has claimed it in front of you. And I haven't seen anybody claim that they have managed to get it. So, Max, you could always... Well, no, it would be a bit risky for you to punch up what you found, hasn't it? Well, the risk is up to you, right? It's already given out from my perspective. Plague Inc. isn't in early access. No, I've played a lot of Plague Inc., right? Explosive diarrhea has made the rounds of the world many a time on my playthroughs here. Lochshadin says, Jake doing puzzles again? Yeah, I love making wee puzzles for other people. Did you put in Novgorod twice? I did put in Novgorod twice. I like putting in the same game twice in these kinds of things. Because people often think that, no, this can't be the same answer twice. And it is. Any clue at what hides at the middle long one in games? K and ants. What if I told you it's an old but big hit strategy game with food management that's a real pain in the arse? Would that help you out? Yeah, it probably would. If I try the Frostpunk code, it doesn't say invalid, it says already claimed. Max must just be wrong. I mean, it's entirely possible that I'm the wrong one. It's happened before. It could happen again. Well, if Max... merchants. I thought peasants. Okay, sure. Hamster gets it there then. Kicked in the pants, my favourite. I do wish I could hand these out and have people actually fill them in. Then I get them back and see what kind of bizarre games and names people put in for them. The Nishid game is driving me up the wall. Nishid? Yeah, what could it be? Well, first think what would become between the H and the D. If you're nished, well, it's probably not Nash, it's probably not Nishad, it's probably not Nishod. It's probably nished with an ED. So what kind of nished would you be? Well, Singus and Raphael for getting it. It's banished. Do you have Whispers open, Jake? Or Steam Chat? Good question. I don't have a lot of them going. I have a private message from Sir Bob who thinks he's got it, but he's not right. So let me check. Maybe it's wrong on my end. Wouldn't be the first time. No, Sir Bob, you got the 5th one wrong. It seems that the 4-letter one with a Y is confounding people. If you want to whisper me, Max, Discord's the way to go. It's one of the few things I have open here. Oh, congratulations to Scipio, who managed to solve the video game title. What do we have? Lima 0 Zulu Hotel 4, Foxtrot Alpha Limo Mike, Charlie Hotel, Charlie 0 Bravo Mike. Congratulations, Scipio. Let's first of all go through what the video game titles were. We have Legend of Zelda, GoldenEye 007, Legend of Zelda again, Hotline Miami, Left 4 Dead, Fat Princess, Super Smash Brothers, The Long Dark, fun wee game that, Knights and Merchants, Celeste, One Shot, Plague Inc., Anno Anything, I went with 1602 personally, Banished, and who could forget, Fort Zombie. Scipio says he owes this to the chat. They answered the two that he couldn't figure out. Which two were those, perchance? Right, let's see if we can't get another... hang on, I just copy and pasted chat. That ain't right. I want a second solved here. Boom. Banished and Celeste. Huh, I figured those would be some of the easier ones. What is the AO? Says both Green Giant and Backstabber. I don't know. What extremely recent campaign have we run that has an A as the second letter and an O as the fourth? What could it be? Can't apply logic and reason to a head cold, says Scipio. Given that Sir Bab was one character away from securing the EU4 countries once, I'm very surprised that nobody has stepped up to say they've got it right just yet. Although maybe I'm the one that's guffed it up here, but this straight up copy pasted from the rest of the keys that also work, so we'll see. No idea what the Germanic 4-letter Y country is that he's talking about. Maybe I'm the one that's wrong, but I'm quite certain I know I'm right. Now then, here's my surprise for today, Jake. Let's repay the Steam code. What? Oh, what? Oh, Christ alive. That blew up the chat. I don't know why people think that the 5th character in EU4 countries is M for Mike. But they're wrong. Oh god, Max isn't just giving me... No, Max, it's not Maya! In what way is Maya Germanic? Good grief, man. Lepardi's chiming in to say, hey, Merry Christmas. Why, thank you, and a Merry Christmas to you too. Jake, would you be okay with solving those tool-assisted if tools were made from scratch? Not for today, but sounds like fool. Solving these tool-assisted. I imagine this wouldn't be too difficult to do, tool-assisted. As far as I can tell, Maya and Soyo are the only ones that fit, says Max. One of us is very, very wrong, I'm afraid. Then again, nobody else seems to be getting it. Hold on. Hold on. The black weeb who came in saying there's no way he could win if he just applies himself a tiny bit has already won it. TBW bringing in the smug. I'm rich. I don't need giveaways, says TBW. So rich he goes down to the pound store for his microphone. Alright, my question is who actually managed to claim the EU4 one. I'm quite confident that it has been secured there, so I will go through the EU4 country answers. EU4 countries, we have Denmark. Everybody knows Denmark, right? Northern Europe. Sukhothai, Southeast Asia. Hoya, Germanic. Mexico, Ashikaga, Novgorod, Naxos, Novgorod again, Foix, and Mainz. This is where people tell me that Hoya isn't Germanic, but whatever. It went in there, and I'm sure you could have figured it out. Hoya isn't in the game, you know, Jake. But what if it were? What? Sir Bob says Naxos. I tried. Damot. What Damot? Maybe. Sure. I had all of them but Hoya. I was thinking Soyo. Good game. Good game. Now I have to go and check that Hoya is actually there, or did I just make it up? Oh, it's a province, not a country. Well, this won't stand. I think I have an idea, though. I have a great idea. There we go. Done and done. Reminds me of that year that I misspelled baubles as one of the clues there. Good times. Retcon, what is this? But my question is, who actually managed to claim the EU4 one? Because it was right there for the picking. Pray he doesn't alter it further. Man, I love making these puzzles. I think a bit of the problem is that I don't have any good tooling to make it, so it takes far too long. I just, well, all I had was my laptop on me. I didn't even have a mouse, so I just slapped these together in a Google spreadsheet. There must be some kind of application for making these, because I enjoy making them, and I want to run them a lot more often. User 3 says that they claim that EU4 won. Well, congratulations. Well done. Is the EU4 Golden Century? What do I do? It's all Dosh TVW, you fool. Okay. Jake is as good at making puzzles as solving them. Truly a puzzle. What? I seek out-of-the-box solutions, Max. So it sets me ahead of the curve. Okay, that was all very good and fun, but you know what else is also fun? The, oh, hang on. No, the timing was all off there. Let me try again. Let's get rid of all this solved stuff. And we'll try it again. My everything is so small here on this laptop that it's hard to see what's what. Chat, we're gonna have to move you over here for a bit. Hope that's okay. Alright, can we do this properly? Yeah, I think we can. Okay, let's try it again. That was all good and fun. But you know what's even more fun? The Quickfire round. Here's a bunch of Steam codes. Grab them and grab them fast. Because if you don't have the brains to win, perhaps you have the speed. Here's a bunch of games and additional Steam Dosh codes. You fire them in first, you get them. That's how it works. Franconian just says, I hate you, Jake. Grab and grab. Oh, I wonder why Franconian hates me. Good job. Good job. Yeah, grabbed a bunch of keys and decided to put them up here. If you're interested in any of the games, just grab them. How many of these are actually Patrician 4, says user? Good question. Good question. If you manage to redeem one, do ping me in chat and say that you got it. Yeah, just do so. Makes it easier for us to know. Klimp Own says they got the bottom $5. Congratulations. Poker Faces said what they tried to get was redeemed. Korean Letters got the Avernium Trilogy. I closed the reward window after I decided not to play the puzzle. Well, shame on you. You should know that we often have quickfire rounds here, maybe. Bouncy got the third one down, so a couple of 5 buckaroos were acclaimed. I already fooled 2 people into Patty 4 today. You're late, says Hamster. Oh. Sidious says, FFS, Jake, I avoided P4 for years. I wonder what you mean. People are probably cottoning on to it by now, but the Steam $100 was not a Steam $100. It was a trap to grab those that are too greedy. That was a Patrician 4 code, I confess. Oh, please tell me Assidious got that. I'd be over the moon if I've infected that guy with it. You won't be buying a bunch of hard drives with that money. Quickfire round 20 keys of Patty. I went straight to the bottom $5 one, seems others had the idea too. Just remember, 33% of people want more Patrician 4. I do remember that. I'll keep it close to my heart at all times. Okay, it's been long enough. I'm going to assume that all of these have been taken. The real winners here were those that grabbed the Pajama Sam keys, because Pajama Sam is an absolute darling of a game. I've got my Patty 4 close already. I am immune. Tragically claimed. Alright, I'm just going to assume that all of these have been taken now, and we move on to the third and final round. It's not a speed round. Hell, it's barely even a round at all. Can we bring it up, though? Man, this one monitor solution, it's not so hot, is it? No, that's the wrong one. We already had you. Get away. Here's a bunch of games that I have in my inventory. Some are great, some are and some have been donated to the cause by others, like State of Decay 3 there was brought in by Dark Young himself. What a guy. He's been on the stream now. It's always a pleasure. Hope we get him another game. Right, just add me on Steam. I'm DDR Jake on Steam if you want to claim any of these. It's first come, first serve. Steam doesn't make it too easy for gifting these kind of things out anymore. And you can't stockpile them anymore either, which is a bit of a crapshoot. But I'll be taking the stream down very shortly and through the night. If you add me up and go, hey, I want XYZ, you can have XYZ. I see people adding me already, so I will take care of that just as soon as the stream goes down. Why is there no Patrician 4? Because I can't stockpile those in my inventory. Trust me, I would if I could, but I have to buy them from second-hand key sellers. I tried mailing Calypso, and I said, hello, I would like lots and lots of Patrician 4 keys, but they didn't even reply, which is a bit of a shame. And I actually did. This isn't just some funny story I'm pulling out of thin air. Recht. Admit it, Jake. You just need more meat for the Death Road to Canada multiplayer. I do. I'm actually itching to play Death Road to Canada out here, but I'm pretty sure the Highland copper cables could not handle it. Alright, well, thanks a lot for joining for the Christmas giveaway. We'll be having more giveaways, not just during Christmas time, as part of the contract we make by going full-time. I want to do these more often, so I shall. But I've had a great day today. Spent it nice, quiet with the family and the animals up here in the Scottish Highlands, which is where I will remain until the turn of the year, and then we'll be back with our regularly scheduled streams from January the 1st. There won't be any streams between now and then, though. Just can't handle it here. So until then, though, if you haven't already, do have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and cheerio. Clunk.